Hi, my name is Billy and this is Squirrel Dove Boar Calf. It's my project where me and four of my friends are going to play World of Warcraft together from the ground up. We're each going to create characters. We've already thought of our classes, and we're going to take on the game as best we can from levels 1 to 100, and maybe beyond. We'll see. But we are going to play the game for a year and a half. I am really excited about this project. One of the reasons I'm so excited about it is that I thought I would never play WoW again. When I quit playing World of Warcraft, I had brought five characters all the way up to level 60, which at the time was the level cap. That was right before the Burning Crusade came out, which was the first expansion, which brought the level cap up to 70. Well, now in the Warlords of Draenor, or Draenor, I don't know how to pronounce it, doesn't matter. The level cap is all the way up to 100. So we are going to hopefully get to that level cap. And I'm so excited to play this game again because from what I understand, so much has changed. The world that I knew in World of Warcraft is not the world that World of Warcraft is any longer, or it's the same world, but it's been altered by all of these events, which is really exciting to me because I'll get to see the world in a different way. Another way that I'm going to see the world in a different way is that we have chosen to be among the Alliance side of things, and I had always in the past played on the Horde side of things. So the character that I'm going to be choosing to play in this group is the Rogue, and I'm also going to be choosing to be a Night Elf, which was the class of character or the race of character that I despised the most. It did not sit well with me, and I hunted them down. I tried to at least. So I'm going to go against my predispositions and be a Night Elf and a Rogue. I'm very excited about that. A little bit about the history, or my history with video games. I played Nintendo when I was 6 years old, and from that I played the Sega Genesis, and basically from the Sega Genesis I jumped a little bit to the PlayStation and then went to the PC and did a lot of PC gaming. My first experience with online games was Quake 2, and that was a first-person shooter, and I got very into that game, and it led me eventually into playing other online games, which culminated into me playing World of Warcraft until I quit the game and stopped playing video games until now. So I'm very excited to be playing again. We're also going to be uploading 5 videos a week, 1 a day, Monday through Friday. We may even upload all of the raw footage of our gameplay on a Saturday. So if you're interested in watching 2 hours of gameplay, enjoy a sweet Saturday. A little bit about me. I am a father and a husband and an improviser and a creator of things and a lover of people. I am not worried about too much with this project. If anything, I would say that we are just able to adhere to our upload policy, able to adhere to the release of 5 episodes a week. That's our goal, and I believe that we can do it, and I hope that we can do it, and I hope that nobody makes me do anything super weird if I lose a bet. In this project, we are going to be challenging each other in the game with certain random things. It could be dueling, it could be accomplishing something before another player, but we're going to set some dares or some bets for ourselves with some pretty significant consequences. I believe that at some point in time, Caleb is going to shave his eyebrows, which is awesome, right? You don't see that very often, and I can't wait to see that. When that bet comes around, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that Caleb loses it and his eyebrows. So now I would like you to meet the other 4 players of Squirrel Dove Boar Calf and enjoy.
Hello, I'm Cecily. I'm going to be playing World of Warcraft and recording it so you can look at it. It's gonna be great! My experience with video games has been pretty limited as far as PC games go. I've played The Sims a lot. I played Roller Coaster Tycoon a lot. I have played a decent amount of Lord of the Rings Online, which is very similar, but also different. I'm really excited to run around in this very colorful imaginary world and have fun and make jokes with my friends. It's gonna be great. I'm not worried about a flippin' thing. I know it's going to be super fun, and it's going to be probably the highlight of my week every time. I am a painter, I am an improviser, and I am a ferret haver. And I'm really into the Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. Those things are very important to my lifestyle choice. I am gonna be a gnome mage, and I'm very excited to be a magical little person hopping around with spells and such. So the perfect spell that I would cast would be one that makes a perfect burrito. Perfect temperature, exact amount of jalapenos, probably 12 and a half.
In the game?
No, this is real life. In real life, I would want that spell. In the game, probably ice or some shit.
Like for your drink?
No, like a ice spell. I like ice a lot. And that's about it.
I'm Nathan. Pretty excited to be a part of this project. Essentially, we're going to just be running around in the World of Warcraft, learning about it. We have these cameras on us, so we're going to be sharing our experience with you exclusively. My experience with video games is very casual. I play some Call of Duty back in the day, high school, maybe 8 years ago. I've also had some experience with Age of Empires and those types of games. I thought I was pretty good until they introduced online, and then I would go on and play and get castle rushed. If you know, you know. Rise of Nations kind of took that out, with territory lines. But World of Warcraft, the game we're going to all be playing, the 5 of us, is something I was never interested in. I started a trial early in high school, maybe like 2004 or so, 2005. Couldn't really get interested in it. Didn't have anyone to help me along, and that's totally different than the experience we're going to have here. We have a couple players who have a good amount of experience with the game, and then we have more players that have not a lot of experience. There's 3 of us that haven't really played World of Warcraft a lot, so you're going to be getting our genuine reactions to the game. If you're a high level, whatever, that might be boring for you, but if you're like my grandmother and don't know a lot about the game, you're going to learn something. I know everything in the game's going to go great. I've played it a little bit, like level 1 through 2, so pretty sure I know everything that's going to come at me. I'm going to be a human priest, and I'm going to be healing the group. At first I was thinking, being a human in a game where you can be anything, haven't quite reconciled that yet. We're gonna have a good time. We have a witty group here, and it's just fun to talk amongst ourselves. So I know that you guys are also going to enjoy the experience.
Hey everybody, my name's Caleb. I'm gonna be a part of this project here. We're gonna be playing some World of Warcraft with this huge group of people. Should be pretty interesting. In real life, I'm a pretty big introvert. I don't really socialize very much with people. So outside of like video games, this is going to be a pretty weird experience for me, being in a room with all these people, having to talk to people in real life. Pretty nervous about it. I'm really sick right now, so it'll be cool in the future when I get better. Hopefully you'll enjoy watching that transition. My experience with video games is pretty thorough. It's basically like one of my only hobbies is playing video games. It started when I was a little kid, and I got a Game Boy Pocket that had like a copy of Link's Awakening, and I played that for a couple years. Just like played it inside out, and ever since then, I've been really into video games. My favorite game of all time is Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I have played World of Warcraft before. I know I'm like one of the only people in the group that's played any World of Warcraft before. I started playing right around the time Billy stopped playing. I started playing right before the Burning Crusade came out. I was around level 40 when that came out. And I've sort of, casually played it every time a new expansion's come out. I've like gotten my character up to the level cap and then quit and then, every time a new expansion came out, I would do the same thing. I think a lot of people kind of play it like that. I haven't played the most recent expansion, though. I haven't played any Warlords of Draenor yet. When I first played World of Warcraft, like, in like middle school and high school, and I was playing it with my friends, it was just like one of the coolest things I had ever experienced. There was like this really magical feeling I think a lot of people associate with old World of Warcraft, and just like exploring this world for the first time and feeling completely immersed in it. And I'm really stoked for this project because I think that it's going to kind of bring the magic back a little bit. I think that it's going to be another opportunity to experience the game that way. The thing I'm most worried about is that everybody's going to be really bad at the game. And it's going to be really embarrassing, and we're going to be making these videos and putting them on YouTube, and it's just going to be like these 5 putzes going around like conking their heads into walls and like being complete asses. Because like I want us to like be at least somewhat like intimidating to people, like I'm not trying to get some power trip or anything, but it's just going to be like if we're just a complete joke running around, like the world's asshole, like I don't know. I hope that we can at least like hold our own. I'm playing the tank of the group. It's my job to make sure that all the enemies are attacking me instead of everybody else. I think it's pretty fitting. The tank is the most important role in the group. So and probably the hardest to play. I think I'll be able to do a pretty good job. It's protecting everybody.
Hi, I'm James. I have 0 experience with World of Warcraft. I definitely considered myself a gamer for a large part of my life. I call that high school. And I played a lot of Tomb Raider, Resident Evil, classic PlayStation games, Abe's Odyssey. Anyone likes those? I didn't really play a whole lot of fantasy games, or PC games. So PC, fantasy, not me. I'm really excited to try a new game. I haven't tried a new game in a long time. I play zombie games now on Xbox. I'm pretty one-dimensional when it comes to entertainment things that I like. I like The Walking Dead, playing video games that involve zombies, prepping for potential zombie attacks. That's not a word. I'm an amateur archerist. I'm an archer, like Double D Dixon. In the game, apparently there are classes and races. Classes like a job, I'm guessing. And so my job is going to be hunting. So I'm just going to kill everything that moves. And that's why we're the Alliance, because there's no zombies on our side. So I can kill every single one of those undead people. And I want to learn tailoring so I can use their skin to make my clothes. I'm also going to be a night elf, and I didn't know what that was. I still don't really know what that means, other than big ears, and you have a fast ghost. Heard that. So don't plan on dying very often, but fast ghost, that's cool. Sounds like a movie. I'd see it. Fast ghost. It's got to be better than Ghost Ship. That was awful. First time I'm doing a project like this. I don't watch a whole lot of gameplay videos too, so it's exciting to see what it all comes together to be. Really, really excited. I'm a longboarder. I like skating. Ninja Turtles, Beast Wars. Things I'm really worried about is if I hate the game. I'm in it for a year and a half. I really hope that everybody who talks such big game on this team has some big game, because I'm going to be dead weight for a while there. Pretty set on that. I like drinking. Naps are fun. I work in a gym, but that's not who I am. I like working out. I got this new personal training routine I'm on right now, so you'll get to see if that's successful or not. Had a lot of dental work done this year.